man. It's Tangled headphones. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Oh, oops. Okay, let me see. I'm not gonna be able. I'm gonna be not really be gonna be looking at chat much today, but um, free on Steam. Kind of just out of my room right now. Let's see. All right. Hmm. All right. So right now I have the enemies removed because oh my god, it's slowing down so much. Yeah, so there's a couple of problems right now. So the things are spawning, like you can see the pop in from the trees, because I forgot this number. Like, actually no, I didn't forget that number. I already fixed this, so okay. I'm at a loss. I have no idea. Hmm. This might be the problem. Oh no, this is just the initial. Yeah, this is nothing to do with it. This is the initial one. So I'm gonna go find front tree. It's up here. This is the spawner for this. This current width times scale factor of x. So yeah. Oh well. Oh, current sprite width. Okay, yeah. Hmm. That is weird. Cause okay, everything spawns fine here, but once we're past that, yeah, it pops in for no reason. It should be already considering canvas width. Hmm. Yeah, there's a couple problems. But I don't know why it's spawning weirdly. Like now there's nothing. I don't need the two small trees now. I just need one. Oh, you know what it is? Because it's waiting for one to disappear off the edge, and then it'll add one. It's not waiting for like when I the character actually get there. Right. So yeah. So like when one dies, yeah, that one came up, and there's another one because two just left the screen. I don't know if I should spawn them. I should just like move them to a different location. Because like adding a bunch of them seems like a problem. See, yeah, that's the problem. Stranger Things right now at 6:54. Yeah, yeah. I'm just doing a random stream today. One second. Actually, I have to. Oh, never mind. Sorry. Hey, Jinx. Just a very chill stream. I'll be back soon. Well, we're just gonna just do this for a while. Okay, so right here, what's going on is I have to find because the screen doesn't scroll. Nothing is really moving. It's just like everything is moving based on the stage. Like the character isn't moving across like a um, it's like a circular conveyor belt, basically, like a treadmill, basically. That's how all of this is working. And you can see right here, it has to wait, and like it takes into account the current sprite width. That's like so it's completely off screen before it spawns something else. Hang on, I'm gonna chill for a second. Let me see. I think I have to switch these. Like I have to like separate these. This one kills it. I shouldn't splice this. I should remove it. I should delete it. It doesn't like make a lot of sense because if I did that, hey, yeah, hey Edward, I'm just doing a test stream. It's just a silent chill stream. It's not really a thing. I'm just out of my room right now. This isn't like a regular thing that happens. I'm just doing this. I'll be I'll be shutting like be done soon. So sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. Like don't worry about it. Like it's really nothing's gonna happen today. Oh, hang on. Let me switch this to live chat. I was not typically checking YouTube chat, but I should probably do it more. Right now, I'm just doing some programming on this game. Programming is really boring, so I usually don't do it on regular streams. There's really nothing to look at most of the time. Right now, you see how like the trees are popping in randomly, and there's like a big delay here. Um, you know what I should do? I think what I'm doing is I'm waiting for the tree to go completely off screen, and then it will spawn in a new tree. But even then, it shouldn't be showing up. Oh, you know what it is? It's showing up like plus here canvas width plus the current width of the sprite scale factor, and then you have wait what times zoom is pretty funny. Um, so the tree, hey, yeah, so the trees, see how the tree just pops in? That's gonna pop in a second. Um, eventually, unless it got fixed. Yeah, see those trees in the background just popping in and stuff is randomly showing up? It shouldn't be doing that. It should be basically once the tree goes off screen, a tree should pop in on screen or like on the other side. It shouldn't like I guess if I here let me restart it. So basically, it's gonna wait till one of these trees goes completely off screen, and then it's gonna pop in a new tree. Like, as soon as I say it, it's not gonna happen. But uh, okay, well, not happening anymore. Come on, I know you want to. There, yeah. So that popped in randomly in the middle for some reason. It should it should be spawning off screen. All of this stuff should be spawning off screen, and then scrolling towards us. But for some reason, it's popping in the middle of the screen. Yeah, like that. Why? None of this makes sense. It's very annoying. Yeah, it's just it seems that if I just keep doing actually let me try something. I'm gonna go into dev mode and I'm going to go with like what with the difficulties they increase the size of the screen. So I'm gonna hit normal and see if they're still popping. Okay, because it looks like there doesn't seem to be any pop in here. No, there is. Okay, there's pop in there. So I'm gonna go to hard and see if there's any pop. Okay, definitely popping in hard. Lots of popping in hard and nightmare. Yeah, lots of popping in nightmare. Oh shit. Oh, it doesn't put me back. Oh my god. That's another problem, I guess. Okay, so there's lots of popping going on. How's it? Generation is coded this way. Where is it? So basically, it looks at the tangle is a rectangle. The rectangle of the tree. If the rectangle of the tree plus the actual width of like the proper position. Actually, you know what? This might be it because this should be multiplied by half. Sorry, or 0.5. Sorry, 0.5. So if the rectangle, the center position, uh, plus the actual width of the sprite, and the scale factor because it's all scaled by like to 1/10, is less than 0, I guess I should write. Because it's always going to be 0. Oh, this takes forever. Yeah, this might be it. This might be 0. Let me see if this does anything. Because the left side of canvas width will always be 0. Yeah, okay. See that it's That's a little too much. So he has to be, yeah. Yeah, I can't do that. Okay, so that can't happen. Because you can see it disappear. So, yeah, okay. If it's less than the current sprite width, so it's like, if the current sprite width is like 80, once it disappears completely off screen, then it like kills itself and makes a new tree. But the problem is, wait, let's skill factor X, yeah. Okay. It's not spawning in the proper area, right? So it spawns a new one and then it kills itself, but it's not spawning in the proper area, which annoys me. Question: why don't you force the trees to generate a lot to diagnose the problem? Yeah, probably could. Trying to figure out some some ways to diagnose the problem. Let's see. Because things like if I spawn them, I spawn two of them. What are you doing? Two of them for every one. It would still like not explain why they're just coming in. They're popping in on screen. It should be like that. Like speed up time and start tweaking the code to see what parameters change and then try to solve the problem from there. Well, things like I know the problem is here. There's a problem. This is an issue. Like the actual position of their spawning is the problem. It's not like when or where. It's the position. Like they're spawning on screen. Everything is working fine because there's as soon as one goes away or go halfway through, one will spawn, which is fine until it gets to this part too. Sometimes, yeah, it just randomly doesn't. Um, but like this position variable. So canvas width plus current sprite time scale factor times why is this here? Why is it like -1? Oh, that's what happened. Okay, wait, this might be the problem. Let me remove that. I hope this is not the problem. I hope this is the problem. The ones in the back have a different problem, but yeah, that might have been it. Okay, I think that was it. I think so. So, okay. Question, why is it that? Yeah, actually, so yeah, that is there because uh, I wanted the trees to spawn, like, to scale them backwards. So I think I'm actually gonna do this. I think that's what I was trying to do here. Like, they're like flipped. I want them to be flipped. I don't know if this will actually flip them though. Will it? Some like they're randomly flipped. Sometimes it won't be. Sometimes it will be. Okay, that's causing even more problems. What the hell? I wonder if this will do something. Yeah, so it's like you see these three in the background where they're just kind of the same direction and the same tree. I should like make a different tree, but like, they just look weird. So I want to like flip them, and I don't understand how. Scale factor makes them go smaller, but it doesn't like. Uh, it doesn't work like Godot, where it's just you multiply the scale by. Speed up time to see if it really does work now. Okay. What we're gonna do is. Okay, where's the basically stage? Everything is decided by stage speed, so stage speed, right? Hopefully my computer this doesn't mess up. Where's the number? Stage speed. Alright, that's weird. Why isn't that working? Is it this? No. Alright, that's weird. Why is it working then? Because the stage. Oh, stage velocity. Oh, right. Sorry. So 150. That's moving really fast. It is slowing down the computer. Oh, this character can't run fast enough. It does seem to be working as intended. Yeah, okay, so it seems to be working. The spawning is based on the speed of the stage. So if everything is moving at like 10 times the speed, I think it's problem solved, yeah. Then you can everything would just move faster. Yeah, so yeah, that problem solved. The new problem though is I want them to flip, and I don't understand how to do that. How do I make them flip? Yeah, fucking everything up. Because for some reason I can't. Because if I make this like negative scale factor, everything goes back to being a problem. It doesn't. The scale factor doesn't mean the same thing. I just need the image. Oh, um, yeah, where is the startup? I think far background does far background have a startup? I don't think it does. Redraw. It has to have a startup, yeah. So there's something I can do here. I can randomize. Like I can randomize it here. because this startup function is never called on this object. Um, the next problem is right. Multiply their x coordinate by only by -1. The sprite's coordinates, right? Um, the problem is like the x coordinate is going to like this is like pretend this is 0 to 500 on the right side. If I spawn it at the negative coordinate, it's just gonna go over here. It's gonna go like off screen to the left. I just need it to flip like across its own axis, and I need to um, get the. I need to work with the image. So like, let me see. Let me check. The sprite's coordinates respect to the sprite right. I have to figure out that. So let me see. Let's see. Flip a sprite. I'm gonna look it up. In Canvas, everything has to be done in Canvas. Oh, wait, I know how. Oh my god. Okay. Um, it's down here because that's how I like I already flipped this sprite. I already flipped the girl sprite. So it's down here in the redraw. You have to here. Um, image and then this. If I let me see. I think it's like right here where I add all this stuff. Then you add it. Okay, don't do that every frame. Just do that at the beginning. See, this is the problem. This the initial redraw. See, it's doing that now. Now it's flipping everything back and forth really fast. Okay, first identify problematic line of code. Right, it's right here. This is the problem. Um, so I think yeah, I think I have to. Yeah, here. So okay, so what you do basically you. I know like it just it needs like the actual number. So what I'm gonna do, so like right here, this draw image is what flips the sprite. This is how you get the everything in the sprite through like this redraws the entire screen. So this what you do with Canvas is you make something, you save the context, and then you flip that piece, and then you draw it, and then you restore the context back to what it originally was. So the next thing can have control of the context, and you render it one by one. The good thing about coding is that as long as there's a problem, there's code or lack of code behind it. Yeah, it is like a nice puzzle. That is what is interesting about it. Especially when it's yours. On to the next problem. That's almost, we still have to fix this one. Um, I need the initial redraw. Okay, so it can't be random every frame. So what we're gonna do is here we're gonna add something. This dot flip. This will just be there at the beginning. So it would just be 1 or -1, and then we're going to take the scale, and I have to save it now. I have to make sure to save this before I mess with it, and then restore it. And now I'm going to or this dot flip. Okay, that shouldn't be happening. Or should it? Yeah, that shouldn't be happening. It should not be coming from the other side. Let's go back to 1, and let's multiply it here. That was a weird look, though. No, this dot flip. Okay, that's the same side. You'll see from these orange trees in the background, it is flipping the back one. It's not flipping these forward ones. I'll have to wait. I'll have to wait for it to actually. Yeah, it's not flipping them. It's not actually flipping them here. It really only flipped them when I scaled the entire canvas. I think what I have to do is put it through animate. Also, what's this line of code? If this dot tangle plus image width is less than negative. Why would it have to be less than negative? It should already be dead by then. This shouldn't do it. I'm gonna comment this out, but it shouldn't do anything in the first place. Might have been old code. Oh my god. See, like, we're actually going through at a pretty fast pace through fixing problems and stuff. Sometimes these just take days. There are whole days where I try to figure this out. So I think let me go to the actual redraw function, which is animate. Here, this will actually redraw it. So this is like the whole one. Natural width U scale U direction X. So it needs a direction, and if I write that, that should flip it. If I make it random. Okay, we'll try that. We'll try ignoring everything I just did and consolidate everything into one piece. Where's far background? Okay, we're going to. So instead of flip, this should be dir x. Yeah, that's what it should be. And that means this is not happening anymore. Okay. I'm gonna, okay, we're gonna ignore this entire line of code, and we're going to say far background dot prototype dot redraw equals animate. Okay, that ruined everything, but it's fine because we can figure this out. It's missing a few things probably. I still want to keep running that code, so let me run everything machine. Okay, one second. I have to go into the internet and look at this. Oh, scale, because I wrote scale factor. Okay, so I have to consolidate everything like this. It's a big problem because this was made before I did that. Okay, so it says scale factor instead of scale. And now I have to go into find every instance of scale factor. All right, that's new. But is it flipping? It is. Look at the top one right there. They are flipping. You can see them. They are okay. So it's flipping now. All right, cool, excellent. Okay, where's animate? Now we can see what our deal is. So that's one problem solved and like another created, but it's fine. Hey Ahmed, why is the game full of baddies? I made exactly what I wanted to make, without compromise. That's why. Have you solved it? Wait, not this one. It's concerning. Bro, why is the fighting game full of baddies? It's I made exactly what I wanted to make. That's why. This one is a cutie. It's a cute little cutie. I don't have anyone looking over my shoulder. That's why. Uh, I've almost solved it, Edbert. I've put everything into here, and I think we have a problem here because plus the natural height times scale y. So that's one of the problems. Let me see what I do with player. One second. Also, just remember that the YouTube has a 60-second, like a minute delay between when I see your comments and when I can actually respond. So there might be a long delay between when you actually hear me respond to something. Okay. So it is both scaled, but for some reason these are too high up. So let me see. Let me go into far background. I do something here that messes it up. Is that tangle what? Oh, I don't scale the Y position. Is that why? That's weird. Y position any. So the initial position is a problem because it's just gonna keep redrawing the original position. Like right here, this is when they're initially drawn. I should write that in. Initial spawn back background elements. Who made the artwork for the game? I did. I made everything. I did the programming. I did the sound. I did, which is the weakest part, and I did the art. Who are the baddies? A quick background story or something. So for Aces Under the Moonlight, which is the finished one, or mostly finished. Um, I don't have the, the stuff here. Let me see if I can like. Yeah, I don't have anything on this computer. Um, Cassandra is kind of like is like a graffiti artist, and she she's newly homeless, so she finds a way into this little commune, um, and shows up at the like the stage you play in the game. It's like a train graveyard. The other one is like this is also homeless, but he showed up a year before. So basically, it's a bunch of homeless people who get together in this train graveyard because they have nowhere else to go. The blonde one is Charlie, and the blue-haired one is Cassandra. Why'd you flip the Y instead of the X? Goddamn, you got femboys. Yeah, the blonde one. You can consider that a femboy. It's really up to you. Why'd you flip the Y instead of the X? I haven't. I didn't flip the Y. This is just the consequence of moving it to animate. So animate is the act is like the full on thing, and for some reason, it is flipping the X direction sometimes, but it's like it's just moved them all up for some reason. This is what draws basically everything in the game. Um, so now I have to figure out. So, and the problem is like down here, which I should just get onto, is that they're initially spawning way too high. So like if I let me try 300. Yeah, so that's working. So let's try canvas height. All right, that's too much. So that's 200. So we're getting somewhere. 300, 250. Okay, a little too high. 200 I wrote already. A little too low. So this just I have to do this manually. I don't know why that's happening. It might be just it's oh, it's slowing down. Okay, hang on. Let me restart all that. So okay, that's a good enough height. So we'll try this 220 as well. Okay, now we got that, and now we're gonna let's cut this down by 100. Needs way more. Uh, that's too much. 200? Nope, needs more. I mean, needs to be lower. 180, not 1800. Okay, getting somewhere a little bit lower. 170, no, should be higher actually. So all these should be lower. This should be 200. This should be. We'll also make this 200. Yeah, that's fine. And then we're gonna make this should also be 170 because he's the same thing. Actually, this should be slightly higher, so 180. And I should restart that. That is very slowly spawning. But let's, okay, like you said, let's speed this up. Stage, no, this way. Stage velocity. The top. Um, 1 second. I'm translating them down 1 second. I'm gonna um. 1 second. Okay. Okay, might be time to go, but They're all. Oh, wait, one second. Let me see. Goddamn, you mean 10 out of 10 game of the year, whatever year comes out. 2022. That's when it came out. They're all homeless? Oh, it's a translation. Why don't you translate them down again? Nuclear bomb. Right. I. So I have to do it manually. The translations for the trees, I just do them manually. They're placed manually. They're not even like I can't like use the height of the image. I have to because the perspective doesn't work out otherwise. Um, so the parallax is done based on like distance of the camera, which I can set. But let me see. Actually, let me increase stage velocity. I still have to go find that up here. Yeah. Okay. So you see in the background, there's two trees and there's one that's orange tree that's flipped. Those two orange trees in the background are flipped. But yeah, let's increase. Let's get this going. It's not doing it as much as I want. Because the trees in the front aren't being scaled, which is annoying. Oh no, they are. Okay, so yeah, those two were. Yeah, see, cause like there's just, I don't like it. I don't like how there's like gaps and stuff in the trees. So I haven't worked on spawning the trees, and this character can't run. She's too slow to walk past us. So like, it seems to be some sort of memory problem too, because the more spawning and I haven't deleted something. I have to go check it out. But anyway, I gotta go. Thanks for coming. These streams. These streams sometimes happen. I'm just kind of out of my room right now, so I'm done now. So we'll be back on Monday. We'll be back to doing actually the art for this, and we'll figure all that out. But yeah, thanks. I'll see you guys, and thanks for helping me, Edbert. I might do more game design or like programming streams if it proves interesting enough. Problem solved? Yeah, basically problem solved. I just have to tweak like how often it gets scaled and spawned, that sort of thing. But that's fine as long as the code is there. I can move around numbers. So, but anyway, I'll see you guys. Bye.